and I'm a contributing editor to Parents Magazine, and today I'm going to answer some of your questions. When people ask me about the pressure to potty train, the first thing I always ask them is, have they ever seen anybody walk down the aisle to get married in a diaper? The answer is no. They will get there in their own time, and I really do not believe in pushing them. Most children learn between the ages of 2 and 3, and the closer you wait till 3, the easier it will be. People ask me about picky eaters all the time, and I actually do have a picky eater. The first thing I would say is, do not label your child a picky eater. They will learn to eat different foods over time, but it's really important they don't fall into that label. The second thing is, often picky eating is not just about the food, but it's also about control. So give them a little bit of a choice, so maybe they can choose between different shapes of pasta, but they can't choose between, say, pasta and pizza. And the third thing is to introduce new things slowly. Don't try all at once to introduce carrots and peas and broccoli and Brussels sprouts, because it's just not going to work. It's going to be overwhelming. Kids really can get nutrition from lots of different places, and to really focus on the healthy foods that they are eating and give them a lot of them often, and bit by bit introduce into those things they like new things. My son likes fruit in the shape of a flower, and every now and again I slip in some raw carrots, and he usually eats them. Mommy guilt is everywhere, and while I think a tiny bit of mommy guilt can be okay because it keeps us on our toes, too much of it is really bad, and I think it completely gets in the way of us enjoying our time with our kids. And instead of focusing on the good times, we obsess about the few bad times. So maybe you had a really hard time brushing your kids' teeth in the morning, and that's what you're worried about. But before the fight about the teeth, there was some laughs, and I think it's really important to try and push it aside so we can enjoy each moment. Sleep training can be a very controversial subject, so I'm going to tell you my personal experience. I normally sleep train my kids between around 6 to 8 months, but I will say the longer you wait, the harder it can be. Sleep training for us meant, first of all, making sure they were getting enough food during the day so they didn't need it at nighttime, having a really healthy nighttime routine, which means baths and stories and music, and then at 7 o'clock putting them down into their crib and then not coming back. So that means letting them cry it out. And for us, when you're 100% consistent, for all of my children it took about 2 to 3 days, and then they were sleeping through the night. And for our family, we really needed to do it so that we had great night's sleep and we would wake up during the day and have so much energy to play and be together. So for us, it really, really worked.